Hello everyone, welcome to class today. So please grab your oil if you have one. We're going to be starting with an oil and we're going to rub some on the soles of our feet. So I'm just I've got a roller bottle that I've made a blend of, and you can choose an oil that you would like to use today. Today we're going to just flow very gently, but to start, just give your feet a little bit of love, a little bit of attention. Just rubbing the oil into the soles of your feet. Giving them some love and thanking them for taking you everywhere on this journey that we find ourselves on. I'm just grateful for the stability that it gives us. All right, nice. And then from here, we're going to extend your legs all the way out in front of you. So flexing into your feet and just start to gently rock from side to side. So finding your center. So sitting up tall on your sit bones, lengthen through your spine, shoulders are soft, away from your ears, fingertips on the ground. Close your eyes for a moment, engage the legs. Deepen into your breath. And we're going to start with some stretches into the body. So start to reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, reaching your heart forward, start to fold over your legs, grabbing wherever you can. But what I want you to do here is make sure that you've got a long spine and that your legs are straight, all right? So even if you can't get yourself all the way down, find your edge. And if this is your edge today, that's fine, all right? But I really want you to stretch into the back of the legs, into the hamstrings and the calves. Take another deep inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. So this is a really beautiful stretch into the whole back body. So keep flexing into your feet and start to bring awareness to all the areas that are feeling sensation, from the heels to the calves, back of the knees, the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back, the upper back. Good. Hold it here for a few more breaths. Good. And then slowly roll the spine up. We're going to do that one more time. So really stretch your arms, reach them up, full breath in. Again, just find your center. Reach up tall and then exhale to fold forward. See if you can go a little deeper this time. We're going to hold this posture here for about a minute or so. So close your eyes and just drop in. Forward bends are really great for helping us calm down. And we get the maximum benefit from holding this posture for a period of time. So just be aware of your body. Bring awareness to the quietness, to the silence, to your breath. Softening your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Last two. And then slowly roll your spine up. Nice. All right. We're going to bend into your knees and then allow the knees to fall open to the sides, bringing the feet together. I would say about a torso length away from your groin, your feet. All right. So keep them nice and wide. So you've got this nice wide diamond shape. And you're going to grab a hold of your toes. If you can, reach your toes with your peace fingers and your thumb. Back a little bit. All right, we're just going to roll, gently roll from side to side. And then find your center, grounding down into your sit bones. Grab a hold of your toes, pull on them, and inhale to lengthen through the spine. And then exhale to fold, bending into your elbows, lengthening into your spine. I'll just take a few moments here to settle. Start to open up into the hips, warming up the body. Deepening into your breath. Find that nice, long, deep ujjayi sound. Inhaling through the nose and finding that ocean sound on the exhale. With your mouth closed. So constricting the back of the throat. Good, just a few more here. Nice, and then from here slowly roll your spine up. Okay, and you're going to bring your feet a little closer. It's about halfway to where it was, closer towards your groin. Okay, and then again, just find your sit bones. I just want you to grab a hold of your ankles and just bounce your knees up and down a few times. Look like butterfly wings fluttering. Just a few times. Nice. And then again, grab onto your toes, take a nice full breath and lengthen. And exhale, bend the elbows. Press those elbows down onto your shins. Straighten into the spine. Fold forward. So you go straight back. Your chin is drawing down towards your toes. And you can either pin your shins down with your elbows, or you can bring your elbows outside of your shins. And hold it here for a few breaths. Last two. Last one. Nice. Slowly roll yourself back up. Okay, and this time we're going to bring those heels closer towards your groins. Bring them as close as you can. And again, just start to bounce the knees up and down, holding onto your feet. So gentle. There's no forcing, there's no pushing. Nice. And then again, grabbing a hold of your feet or your toes. Inhale, long spine. Pull upwards and then tilt the pelvis forward. And let your forehead go beyond your toes. Elbows forward, close to the floor. If you can bring them down, you can do that. But you want to find a straight back. Close your eyes here and breathe. Deep stretch into the inner thighs, into the hips. Breathe. Stay connected. So really just starting our practice very slowly and gently before we move into our sequence, moving our bodies, really just bringing awareness to what you're feeling, both physically, emotionally. What have you brought with you to your mat today? What are we working through? Let's take a few more breaths here. All right, so then slowly bring yourself back up. Lengthen through the spine. Use your hands, draw those knees together, and then straighten those legs out once more. And let's take one more stretch. So really sweep the arms all the way up. Gather your energy. Sweep your aura. Bring it into your palms. And then exhale, fold forward. Heart reaching forward. Flex into your feet. Just holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lengthen and sit all the way up. Nice. All right, so just bring your feet into a cross-legged position. So I'm going to give you a few options here. We're going to move into a little bit of pranayama. I like to do my pranayama in, we call it a rock pose. So you can place a block between your feet and sit down on the block if sitting on your heels is not comfortable. You can even place 2 blocks or even a cushion underneath your seat. If this is too much for your knees, please just feel free to extend your legs out or find a comfortable seated position. We're going to start with a little bit of Kapalabhati breathing. So breath of fire through the nose, pumping the belly. And we're going to do 3 rounds of 30. So really nice and not slow, but finding a pace that works for you. And just really getting rid of some toxins and firing up the belly, the core. Okay, so we'll start with 3 rounds of 30 and then we'll move into alternate nostril breathing. So finding your comfortable seated position. Remember, when you do breath of fire, you want to pump that navel in towards the spine so that you'll feel moving as you pump your breath out of your nose. Your mouth is closed at all times. All right, so you can even place your hand on your belly if you need to. Let's take a nice deep inhale together. And then exhale it out. And when you're ready, we'll begin pumping the breath through the nose. Inhale deeply. And then exhale all the air out. Hold the breath out at the end. Pull Mula Bandha for as long as you can. And then when you need to take a breath, release Mula Bandha and take a breath in. All right, we'll do another 2 rounds like that. So 2 more rounds of 30. At the end of your round, inhale, exhale all the air out. Keep the air out. Pull your root lock in. So squeeze anal genital muscles. Hold that in for as long as you can. And then take a breath. And then continue your next round. All right, when you're ready. And then when you're done, just release your hands to your lap. Just coming back to your breath in and out through the nose. We're going to come straight into alternate nostril breathing. So bringing your dominant hand out in front of you, you can place your peace fingers on your forehead, or you can tuck them into your palm so that you can block off your right nostril with your thumb and your left nostril with your ring finger. So just bringing the hand into position. Let's take a deep inhale through both nostrils and exhale it out. Blocking off your right nostril, inhale through the left. Hold the breath at the top and exhale through the right. Slowing your breath down, inhale through the right. Hold the breath. Exhale through the left. Let's inhale to a count of 5. Hold for 3. Exhale for 7. Inhale through the right for 5. Hold for 3. Exhale for 7 on the left. Inhale 5. Hold 3. Exhale on the right for 7. Inhale 5. Hold for 3. Exhale on the left for 7. Let's take one more round so that you end with an exhale on the left. Inhaling 5, holding 3, and exhaling 7. When you're done, just release your hands into your lap. Come back to your breath. Coming back to the space that you've created inside of you. And then when you're ready, gently allow your eyes to open. All right. Let's come off of your block or your cushion and find our way into your tabletop. So coming onto all fours, hands and knees. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, hips above your knees. And let's start with a bit of cat and cow just to warm up the spine. So inhaling, arch into your belly, your back, belly drops, head lifts. And exhale, round into your spine, pull belly in. Inhale to arch. And exhale to round. Staying with your deep Ujjayi breaths, continue. Inhaling as you let your belly drop. Stretch the neck and exhale as you round. 2 more. Last one. We'll meet back to the neutral spine. Start extending that right leg back behind you. Stretch into the toes. Stretch the crown of your head forward. Inhale. And exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, extend. And exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach it back. And exhale, pull it in. Good. Extending left arm as you reach your right leg back. Inhale.
And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach and stretch. And exhale, pull it in. Last one, inhale. And exhale, draw that knee to elbow around the spine and then release, hand and knee down to the ground. But extending that left leg back behind you, crown of the head forward, hands are grounded. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, really pull belly in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull yourself in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to nose. Now we're going to extend the right arm as you reach your left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Push the mat away from you with your left hand. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach out. And exhale, pull it in. All right, slowly release. Nice. Once again, we're going to bring the knees together. If you need your block, place your block between your ankles and sit back in your hero pose. We're going to reach the arms out to the sides. Take a deep inhale and then swing the arms, so right elbow under the left. And we're coming into eagle arms. Take a deep inhale, draw those arms forward, and then exhale to fold. Try and keep your seat grounded onto your block and just rest your elbows onto your thighs. Let your head drop. Feel that stretch into the upper back, into the shoulders. Holding here for 3. Holding for 2. Last one. Inhale, rise back up. Good. Sweep your arms out to the sides. We're going to take the other side. So again, sweeping arms down, this time left elbow underneath the right. Inhale, draw those shoulders or those arms forward out of the shoulders. And then exhale to fold. Let your head drop. Let your shoulders round. Deepen into your breath. Just honoring this time on the mat to come back to your core, to your true self. Last 2 breaths. Nice. Inhale, rise up. Good. Reach your arms all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Nice. Let's hold it here for a moment. This is your time. This is your space. This is your bubble. You get to choose how to use it, with what mindset you enter this space with. This is where we get to work things out. Using our breath, using our body, using our soul and that inner wisdom that we have within us. So let's tap into that space and flow, so that we can flow through all the things in our heads. We can flow through life with an understanding, with a compassion, with love, with wisdom, with patience. Take a deep inhale. Sigh it out on the exhale. Beautiful. All right. Just bring your hands onto your mat. Release your block. Put it to the side. Tuck your toes under. Let's just stretch into those toes. So taking your seat back to your heels, make sure all 10 toes are tucked under, and walk your hands back. So this is where you're going to play with your edge. Wherever your edge is, this is quite intense. We don't often stretch into the toes, right? So maybe your edge is here, staying with your hands down on the floor. Otherwise, walk your hands back, lengthening into your spine, and really get your weight down into those heels and press down and stretch into those toes. All right. And just holding it here. Just 5 breaths. 5. Find that ujjayi, that soft, beautiful ocean sound. Nice, all right. And then slowly release your hands down, come back onto all fours, untuck the toes, and if you need to tap the top of the feet into the mat just to release, you can do that. Good, circle the ankles in one direction, and then change them, circle them in the other direction, and release. Beautiful, all right. Let's make our way into your downward facing dog. First one, so ground your hands down a little further forward from your shoulders. Tuck your toes under and then slowly rise up, coming into your first down dog. And for a moment, just pedal it out. Stretch into the legs. Feel into them. Just take any movements that feel good here. Your first down dog is always an explorative one. So there's definitely no right or wrong here. Explore, have fun, feel into your body. Good. And then from here, come all the way up onto your tippy toes. Reach your tailbone up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, take the heels over to the right. Bend into your right knee, straighten into the left. Pop that left hip out. Then rise up onto your toes. Let's take it over to the left. So heels over to the left. Bend into your left knee, straighten into the right. And rise all the way back up. Nice. And from here, we're going to walk your feet forward, coming to the top of your mat in a forward fold. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Good. One more. Inhale, rise. You're going to step your right leg back into a low lunge. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Palms touch overhead. Bring your prayer to the crown of your head. Bring your prayer to your lips. Bring your prayer to your heart. Hands down to the mat. Let's step it back into your plank pose. Take a full breath in here. Take your knees out wide and take your seat back to your heels. Child's pose. One full breath. Side out. Tuck your toes under. Rise the hips up, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches back behind you. Three-legged dog. Keep your hips nice and level. And let's step it forward, coming into a lunge. Lift your heart, broaden into the collarbones, and we'll step your right foot forward, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way overhead, palms touch. Good. Now find your posture here. Ground down into your feet. Tailbone draws down, so don't arch into your lower back. Draw the sit bones down towards your heels. Engage your belly. Lift up tall through the spine. Palms are touching overhead, and we're going to bend the elbows and bring your thumbs to the back of the neck. So the elbows are pointing up, but make sure not to arch into your lower back. Hold it here. One more breath. Good. Then inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Feet hip distance apart. Grab a hold of opposite elbows and just gently sway from side to side. Ragdoll. If you need a bit of stillness and silence today, stay centered. Find that stillness within you. And if you feel your body needs to move, find that gentle sway. Good. Then coming back to center, release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Left leg is going to step back into your low lunge. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Palms touch overhead. Good. Bring your prayer to your crown, to your lips, to your heart. Hands down to the mat. Step it back, plank pose. Good. This time, lower your knees, knees together. Keep your toes tucked. Take your seat back to your heels. Stretch it out. And then push it into your downward facing dog. Right leg reaches back behind you, three-legged dog. Step it forward between your hands, coming into your lunge. Lift into your heart, lower into your hips. And we'll step it forward, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Palms touch overhead. Once again, tailbone draws down, hip points lift up. Bend into the elbows, draw your thumbs to the base of your neck. Let those elbows point up. Hold it here, one more breath. Keep drawing your ribs in towards each other. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Hover that right foot off the ground. So use those hip flexors and just hover the right foot. So you're grounding into your left. We're going to step that right leg back into a wide pyramid. So stay on your back toes, straighten into your front leg. So if you need some blocks here, you can place your blocks underneath your hands for a little bit of height. You can play with the height of your blocks to support you in the way that you need to be supported today. Nice. All right, from here, I want you to lift your front toes off the floor. So you're balancing on your front heel, and I want you to breathe. Breathe into all the sensations, the uncomfortable feelings, the tightness. Using your breath to move through it. Good, one more. Nice, slowly release those front toes down. You're going to ground your back foot down. Bring your left hand on the inside of your left foot. Bend into your front knee and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Extended side angle. So here you can also use a block if you need one, placing a block on the inside of your left foot. And let's just bring that right hand to your hip to start. I want you to roll that right shoulder back. So you're opening and extending into your heart space. Good. And then bring your hand onto your shoulder. Point that elbow up. Open up a little more. And then extend. Straighten up. Deepen into that front knee. And then turn your palm in the opposite direction. And we're going to take a half bind. So bringing your hand behind you towards your left hip, or if you can, place it onto your left thigh, and you can do that. I want you to relax your neck. So bringing left ear to left shoulder. Get a bit of a stretch into that right side of the neck. Roll that shoulder back. Hold here. One more breath. Good. Then release your hand. Reach it all the way up. And take it all the way overhead. One more breath here. And then release your hands down to the mat. Good. Ground your back foot down. And we're going to come into your warrior one. So arms reach up. You can bring your palms to touch. Take a deep inhale. Lift up tall. And then reach those arms back. So often I'll take you or tell you to take your gaze up towards your thumbs, but I find that we put a lot of tension into the back of the neck when we do that. And we already have a lot of tension in our neck and shoulders. So just keep your ears in line with your biceps. And as you reach those fingers up and back, so you open the heart and your head kind of follows the arms.
Hold here, one more. Deep inhale. And exhale. Nice. Hands to your heart. Swivel onto your back toes. So you're coming onto the toes and your hips are level, facing the front. We're going to move into a warrior three. And I really want you to take it slow, soft joints, float into it. If you need to step forward, you can do that. Find your balance, find your drishti, and then slowly start to extend that right leg back. Level out into the hips. Keep lifting your heart. Holding for 5 deep breaths. Two more. Last one. Nice, and slowly release that right foot down and fold all the way forward. Relax into your head. Deepen into your breath. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sweep your aura. Rise all the way up. Palms touch overhead. Sit bones draw down towards your heels. Hip points lift up. Bend into the elbows. Take your thumbs to the back. Squeeze your ears with your biceps. Point those elbows towards the ceiling. One more breath. Nice. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, forward fold. Swan dive down. Inhale to offer your heart. Good. Then ground down into your right foot and hover your left foot off the ground. We're going to extend that left leg back. Bend into your standing leg and take that left leg all the way to the back of the mat into your wide pyramid. So your front foot or your front leg is extended as well as the back, but you're on your back toes. Again, if you need your blocks for support to bring the ground closer to you, please place them under your hands. Just take a few breaths here. As you settle into this posture, hips are level. And start to draw those front toes up towards you, balancing on your front heel. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Good. Release those front toes down to the ground. Bend into your front knee. Grab your block if you need it, placing it on the inside of your right foot. Ground your back foot down and bring your left hand to your hip, coming into your extended side angle. So even if you don't normally use a block, I want you to try and use one today just for support. Allow yourself to be supported today. Good. Then bring your left hand to your left shoulder, point that elbow up towards the sky, and then slowly extend. Try not to dump into that right shoulder. Really lift up out of it, lengthen through the spine, and then turn your top arm so that the palm is facing behind you. You're going to bend the elbow and bring the hand either on top of your right thigh or towards your right hip. And then drop your right ear to your right shoulder as you get that deep stretch into the left side of the neck. Deepen into your breath for 3, 2. Good, last one here. Nice, and release that left arm, reach it all the way up. Reach it all the way overhead. And then roll that arm to the floor. Come back up onto your toes, release your block. You may want to bring your back foot a bit closer, ground the foot down, and find your warrior 1. Okay, bringing your palms together above your head. Keep your gaze forward. Tuck your tailbone, inhale, telescope your ribs up, and then reach back, finding a bit of a back bend. Back of the neck is long. One more breath. Beautiful. And then release, bring your hands to your heart. Swivel onto your back toes. And we're going to float into your warrior three. Take your time. Find your balance. Relying on your feet to support you, to hold you up. Your ankle might be dancing, and that's okay. We all love to dance. All right, so embrace it, embrace the wobbles. Take it all in. Keep lifting your heart. 2 more breaths. Last one. And slowly release, forward fold. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bow. Grabbing the back of the calves. Pull yourself in. Let that head drop. Good. Last 2. Nice. Release your fingertips to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's step your right leg back into a lunge. Ground your right hand down. Easy twisting lunge. Left arm reaches up high. Stretching through the body. Reach your top arm all the way overhead. Get a nice good stretch there. And from here, we're going to come into your side plank. So reach your top arm up towards the sky again. You can take a supported side plank. So either lowering that right knee down to the ground and extending your left leg back, or you're stacking your left leg on top of your right. Holding it here for 3, for 2. Last one. Release the left hand down, come into your plank pose. Take a full breath here and exhale back into your downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up high, 3-legged dog. Knee to your nose, hover forward. Let's step that right foot forward between your hands, setting up for warrior 2. Nice. All right. Flip your palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, straighten into your front leg in your reverse warrior. Inhale, come back to center. And then start to hinge forward. Reaching forward until you can't reach anymore, and then just lower that right hand down to the ground or your shin and reach your left arm up. Lengthen through the spine. Crown of the head forward. You can keep your gaze out in front of you. If it doesn't feel too intense on your neck, you can take your gaze up to your thumb, pointing towards the ceiling. Last full breath. Beautiful. And bring your left hand down onto your hip. Take your gaze down towards your right foot. Bend into that right knee and place your right hand down. We're going to come into your half moon balance. So shifting your weight forward. If you need a block under that right hand for support, take it. That's what it's there for. Once you find your balance, extend that left arm up and shine in all directions. Holding here. Last one. Good. From here, we're going to float back. Warrior 2. Step it back. Good. Reverse your warrior once more. And then cartwheel your hands down to the ground and step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You can always lower your knees. Inhale into your cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Rise up onto your toes with legs as straight as possible. Walk your feet forward, coming to the top of your mat in a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms. And exhale, bring your prayer to your heart.
Close your eyes. Connect to your breath. And smile. Because you can. Hands down. Inhale, sweep it up. Full breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Deep breath in, halfway. Left leg steps back into your lunge. Ground your left hand down, right arm reaches up high, easy twisting lunge. Reach your top arm all the way overhead. Good, and then take it back up towards the ceiling. You're going to take your supported side plank, which is lowering your back knee down, and then bringing the right leg back, or we're stacking. Right on top of left, and holding for 3, 2, last one. Release that hand down to the mat, plank pose, deep inhale. Exhale, hike the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Step it forward, warrior 2. Okay. Flip your palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. Good, and then exhale, straighten into your front leg. Come rising up. And we're going to set up for your Trikonasana triangle pose. So hinging at the hips, legs are straight. Reach as far as you can, bringing that left ear to your left bicep. When you can't go down any further, keep your torso where it is and just bring your hand down to the ground. Reaching right arm up. Again, take your gaze to where it's comfortable. Holding for 3. Lean your torso back. Ground your feet, 2. Last one. Good. Bring your right hand down onto your hip. Take your gaze down towards your front foot, bend into that knee and bring your hand down. You might want to heel toe your back foot a little closer. And then slowly start to float into your half moon balance. Remember to open your body out to the side, so you don't want to square your shoulders off to the mat. Once you've got your balance, right arm reaches up high. Hold it here for 3. Flex into that right foot, 2. Last one. Nice, and then let's step it back into your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Step it back, downward facing dog, and we'll move through our Vinyasa. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale, sighing it out on the exhale. One more, full breath in. And exhale. Good, bring your knees down to the mat. Take them out mat width apart. Big toes touch. Take your feet back to your heels. Lower your forehead down, relax the elbows. Soften your heart. Just listen to the sound of your breath. I'll take 2 more here. Last one. Nice. And then slowly bring yourself back up onto all fours. Cross your ankles and just take your seat back. Bend your knees, shift your hips forward, and extend your arms out. All right, nice. Okay, and from here, slowly start to round the lower back and lower down, 1 vertebra at a time, until your back is flat on the ground. And your knees, we're setting up for bridge pose.
So bringing your arms alongside your body. Soften into your shoulders. Take a nice deep inhale, tuck your tailbone, and then exhale, press into your heels as you lift your spine off of your mat. You can walk your shoulders in a little closer. You can interlace your hands behind your back, lengthening into the arms. Lifting your hips up, knees forward, back of the neck is long. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release your hands, spread into your upper back, and slowly lower down, 1 vertebra at a time. Good. Let your knees touch. Just reach your arms out to the sides, and we'll take just a few windscreen wipers from side to side. So letting the knees fall over to the right, and then taking them over to the left. Over to the right, and over to the left. 1 more round, to the right, and to the left. Good, coming back to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest, and we're going to roll into Halasana. So extending the legs all the way overhead. If you need support, place your hands onto your lower back. Okay, if your feet touch the ground, you can extend your arms all the way down with your palms facing down. But keep your gaze between your legs, okay? So you don't want to turn your head side to side. Protect your neck. Just take a few deep breaths here. Last 2. Good. Then from here, walk your shoulders in as close as you can towards each other. Bend into your elbows, and here you're going to support your back. Okay, so fingers are pointing up towards your seat. Your thumbs are kind of around your waist. And we're going to bend into the knees and slowly start to extend. 1 leg up at a time, coming into your shoulder stand. Again, keep your head steady. You're not turning to look to the left or the right. You're gazing up towards your feet. And you want to find that beautiful long spine from your shoulders to your hips to your ankles. Good. Holding it here. Just a few more breaths. And while we're in your shoulder stand, if you want to play with some variations, you can extend your legs into a scissors. You can take them out to the side. You can bring them into Baddha Konasana. You can take a lotus. You can come into eagle legs. You can play. Just finding a few variations. Go take 2 more breaths here. Good, and then slowly start to extend your legs very slowly. So you need to reach your hips back as you reach your legs overhead, and then bring them down to the floor. Good, walk your feet out a little wider than shoulder distance, and bend into your knees. Let them soften down towards the mat. Maybe you can extend your arms. Good, and then slowly straighten the legs. Bring the toes together, and very slowly start to roll the spine down until your back is flat on the mat, bringing your knees in towards your chest.
Hug yourself in. Give yourself one final squeeze. Deep inhale. And exhale. Start to extend and release everything down to the ground. And really take up space here. So spread your shoulders, spread your arms. Extend the legs. Take them wider than the mat. Let your feet flop out. Let the knees be soft. Let your hips be heavy. Notice if there's any areas of the body that are resisting from fully letting go. Can you take a deep inhale into those areas and soften on the exhale? And then just drop in deep. Close your eyes and rest deeply. From here, slowly and very gently begin to journey back. Coming back to your body, back to your breath. Just gently bringing some movement to your fingers and your toes as you awaken your senses. And then when you're ready for your full body stretch, reach your arms overhead and embrace it. Deep, full inhale and exhale. Bring your knees in towards your chest and roll over onto your best side. Just take a moment here. Allowing yourself to come full circle from when you first started on your mat to where you are now. And then gently bring yourself to seated, facing the front with your eyes closed. Bring your hands to your hearts. Just honoring your time on your mat. May your day be blessed. And may you share your blessings with everyone you come in contact with. Let's take a deep inhale together. And sigh it out. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Until we meet on the mat again, the love, light, and understanding in me bow and honors to the love, light, and willingness in you. Namaste, yogis.